this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet, Astron Delta.
At the top.
Beyond the outer limits of human adventure, beyond the barrier of human credibility, fighting the unknown forces and secret terrors science couldn't predict.
There's a monstrous thing aboard this station from the moon. That's what killed Weber.
What kind of a monstrous thing?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron.
What is up, everybody? Ooh, that's zoomed in. That's too zoomed in. Too zoomed in there. Why does it give me that stupid autoplay disabled? Anyway, how are y'all doing tonight? It is Thursday, it's 7 p.m., and you know what that means. It is time for some Spectre Vision. I am Londo, you are you, we are we, and yeah, it's Thursday. It's been a long week, but I don't work tomorrow, so that's going to be awesome. I have tomorrow off, so I'm going to enjoy that. And I poured myself a glass of wine. delicious. The finest wine a box can handle. How are y'all doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Hey, what up, Loaf Man? No work Fridays are the best. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So tonight we're going to be doing some more Pokemon TCG Pocket, where I haven't actually been playing much of the Pokemon TCG Pocket. I've been playing a lot of the Pokemon TCG Live game, which is based off of the actual card game and not like the scaled down version that the Pocket version is. And I've been actually really liking that because I can like build decks in there that I want to build in real life and experiment with them and test them out, see what works, what doesn't work. So I really enjoy that app a little bit more. But because of that, I've kind of not been playing the TCG Pocket version as much. And but we're gonna play some of that tonight. And again, I'm going to open up the battle queue. So if anybody wants to battle me, you can type !battle in the chat, and you will join the battle queue. But for right now, let's go ahead and tab over and open up some of the packs in the game. I have some free ones to open here. I haven't made any new decks in the game. I've fallen behind for sure. I might actually like cancel my subscription for it just because I haven't been getting a lot of use out of the game as much as I used to. And as a reminder, if you're watching on any platform other than Twitch, come over here to twitch.tv/SpectreVision, where you can have full participation in the chat and have access to some of the chat features like the battle queues and whatnot. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Man, this week I feel went by pretty fast, which is nice because I feel like when the weeks tend to go slow, like, oh man, it just, you cannot get to the weekend fast enough. And yeah, and then today especially, like I had a very busy day for a Thursday, and normally like the Thursday before the Friday's off, they tend to be a little bit slower. Not today. There's a lot going on, so it was a busy Thursday, and kind of just like completing a bunch of stuff, wrapping a bunch of stuff up for the end of the week, and getting ready for the weekend. But I am happy to be off. So Friday, tomorrow, no work. Saturday, we're doing another Poke night at my place. So I'm having some friends coming over, and we're going to play some Pokemon TCG. I've got some extra cool goodies for raffle this Saturday. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make some tacos. So I'm going to go buy some of the Escada meat, and we're going to make tacos. And it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. I am really enjoying these Pokemon nights that we've been doing semi-frequent. We do it every 2 weeks at my place. I hope I get out of my thing early, so maybe I can swing by. Hell yeah, dude! And we go kind of late too. So like, I think the last time we went till like around midnight. So like, we'll be up playing. So feel free to pop in even for a game if you can. That'd be a lot of fun. Has your decks that you ordered, have they come in yet? Yeah, on this last Sunday, I went to a local tournament, and it was a small tournament because it was Mother's Day. It was the same day as Mother's Day, so it wasn't very busy. They didn't have a lot of people participating. There was only 8 of us participating, but I entered in it, and Anthony, who goes by Grackle in the chat, and aptly named Ghost, who's Katie in real life, we all entered in to play, and it was our first tournament that we've ever done. And Anthony came in 3rd place, I came in 2nd place, and the guy who beat me for 1st place absolutely crushed me. Like, he whooped my ass. He had a Goldango deck that I had never seen. Oop, whoops. What did I just do? That I had never seen before. And I was very unprepared for it. And my first... So you play 2 out of 3 matches. And winner of 2 out of 3 advances or wins the final match. And the first match I went up against him, I just drew a really bad hand from the start. So I was a few turns away from getting fully set up. And by the time I got set up, he already had his full 3 Goldangos perfectly built up on his bench. So he was just waiting for me. And because of that, it kind of like screwed my mind up, and I was like frustrated. So the next match, I was so focused on trying to get it set up really, really fast that I think I made a lot of like mental errors and mistakes and didn't play it as well as I should have. And so he beat me pretty handily. Although I did a little bit better the second round for him. I think I had like taken 3 of my prize cards, and then he got them all. Hey, what up, Ryu? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back in. So yeah, he whooped my ass, but I am determined now to improve my deck even more. So I was using my modified Charizard EX deck in that tournament, and I think I did pretty well. You know, 2nd place out of 8. That's still pretty good. And I got some cool prizes, which was definitely cool. The prizes themselves definitely made for the admission of the tournament, because the admission was $10 to enter, and then you got 2 free prize packs just for participating, and everybody got those. And then for 2nd place, I got 3 Surging Spark booster packs. So it was a pretty good haul. But yeah, speaking of cards, halfway through the stream, so probably about 45 minutes, an hour, we're going to switch it over and open some cards in real life. What I have some booster tins, so we're going to open these up. I've had them sitting on my shelf for a little while. Might as well give them a crack. I like to mix it up sometimes on the stream. I don't like to just do normal, packs, straight packs every time. Sometimes I'll do like a box set or something, or special occasions I'll do something big like an ETB. But yeah, we'll do the little tins. So right now I'm just doing the missions in the game to get some extra points so I can open more packs. Ooh, Starmie, nice. I think I'm going to win this one pretty easily just because I have the advantage. He's got a lot of fire Pokemon, I've got water. I've got the type advantage for sure. I have not made any new decks with the new cards that have come out in this last set, so like I am very, very, very behind in TCG Pocket. But I kind of don't want to try to like catch back up. It's a fun casual thing, and I'm just going to keep it casual. I'm investing in real cards, not the fake ones. But y'all, don't forget, exclamation QOD or QOTD in the chat will prompt you with today's question of the day. It is not Pokemon related, it is completely random, but I'm sure you all will appreciate it anyway. What do y'all have planned for this weekend? Anybody got big plans? I know a lot of schools are doing graduation this weekend. It's that time of the season. So not only is it graduation, but I've also seen a lot of kids in the last few weeks dressed up a lot because of, I guess they've been doing prom too. So not only is it graduation, it's also been prom. It's like, I remember those days. The prom days. I went to my senior prom, I think. What Android emulator do I use? So it's called, let me see if I can see it on the screen. It's called LD Player 9. That is Lima Delta Player 9. So it's an Android emulator, and it works really, really well. I used to use Blue Sky, or was it Blue Skies or Blue Sky, something blue. But it was very inconsistent. It kept crashing on me, and so I tried this LD Player 9. It works pretty flawlessly. I rarely ever have issues. You do have to watch an ad when you launch it, but other than that, like, it's perfect. And you just sign in with your Google account and download whatever games you want. And that's how I'm able to play this on stream and be able to like capture the video for it. It basically just thinks that my computer's a big ass tablet. No free malware. Exactly. No. No. I did some research on it too to check around to see if it was like rated well or if anybody had like negative reviews or malware kind of stuff, and no issues were found. But who the heck knows? We all live in the age of malware. What up, Ghost? How you doing? How are things over in your neck of the woods? Downloading now. Oh, nice. How's your trip been so far? Okay, let's see what I need in a metal type deck. Ooh, I have just the one for it. And like my setup in my office, I've got 3 screens. So I've got my main screen in front of me and then 2 on the side. And the 2 on the side are both vertical screens. So it actually fits very well the game in the vertical orientation on one of my screens. It's weird here, dude. Glad to be flying home tomorrow. I know, man. This week went by fast, didn't it? I was just talking about that earlier. Hey, what up, Izzy? Ghost, you're traveling too. Hi, friends. Oh yeah, Izzy's in. Can I say where you are? You're right outside the door. Sick. I learned a lot, and it seems people like what I do, but there's palpable tension between the folks on base, so I'm getting beer delivered to my hotel room. Wait, what kind of tension? Like sexual tension? Or just like aggression? Yes, I'm in the Mojave. How you doing, Izzy? Yeah, sauce is in the air. Exactly. Sauce is in the air. Everywhere I look around. That's how that song goes, right? Oh, so speaking of poking at this weekend, Ghost, and Loafman, if you can make it. So it's going to be slightly smaller. We may not have as many people this weekend, so I'm covering the food this time. We're going to make some tacos. So I'm going to go to the carniceria tomorrow and get some carne discada, and we will make tacos. But if somebody wants to bring a dessert or something, I wouldn't hate that. Nice. I'm in the swamp. It's 102 degrees and 50% humidity. Ugh. Bruh. That sounds terrible. Did your hair instantly get all like fuzzy? When I went out to Maryland last year for a training, I was there for I think 5 weeks, and it was super humid. It was like 80% humidity, but luckily it wasn't too hot. It was right at the beginning of fall, so like it was actually kind of cool. Like it was warm during the day, but you did not want to be outside because it was just so humid. And I learned very quickly when I was doing laundry there in my hotel room that here, what I do is when I wash my clothes, I tend to leave them just slightly damp so that I can hang them up and all the wrinkles come out. I just hang them in the closet or whatever, and they dry. You can't do that there when there's that much humidity because they don't dry, and then they just stink like mildew. So I had to rewash my clothes there. It was awful. Hell yeah, I'll be there. Hell yeah. What's the best place to get meat in town? Oof, there's a place right up by us. In fact, they just opened one off of Del Rey. Like if you kind of go down Del Rey, where it's I can't remember what it's called, but really, really good. And you basically, you go to the counter and you can just buy like pounds of whatever, and they already have like pre-marinated meats and whatever. So like I like getting that, and then you just can throw it in a pan, and there you go. You're ready to go. Just have a side or two. I also got some their ribeye steaks that are like marinated in chili. Oh man, they're freaking delicious. A little bit spicy, but man, they are good. Damn, doxing yourself. I know, right? Whoops. Need a travel size dehumidifier. I know, right? Like I never would have think. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you for continuing the doxing, Izzy. Everybody's doxing me now. Yeah, I like doing those because the meat is always like better quality. I like getting the pre-seasoned stuff so that you can get like like al pastor, or I get the discada. The discada is really good. Although some places they put hot dog weenies in it, and I don't like when they do that. I don't think this place does it, or if they do, they chop them up so it's not as like offensive. Yeah, I like getting the meat there, and then you just like make a couple of sides, and I'll portion it out into like quart-sized bags and put it in the freezer. So you just make sides, and then whenever you need a quick meal, you just pull it out of the freezer. You've already got like a perfect portion. Throw it in a pan, and it's good to go. All right, I need to get my melting going up here. Damn, sounds good. I'll have to check it out. Yes, dude, check it out. It's pretty good. They also have, I like, they do their own corn tortillas there too, and they keep them in like a warm ice chest, and so you can always get like fresh tortillas there, and yeah, it's really cool. And the one over by my house, well, it's more up the hill a little bit, but they actually have like a grill there too, so you can buy like tacos there or burritos there, and they're freaking awesome. It was kind of by the high school, and Molly went to that high school. She said that she used to go there for lunch sometimes when she was in high school. And it's always good. It's always good, like, supporting local too. Oh man, Two Tails, come on, get out of here. Izzy, you coming to Pokemon night this weekend? You gonna be in town? Nah, you're out of town. When do you come back home? How long is the battle line? There's nobody in line yet, so exclamation battle, you will be the first one. Everybody's too afraid to battle me. Haha, I wish I get back Saturday night. Oh, dang. All right, Izzy, you are next in line for the battle queue. Yeah, I was saying earlier that, oh, let's do randoms. That's always fun. I've been playing more of the TCG Live app than the TCG Pocket, because the TCG Live app is based after the actual cards, and the rule set of the actual card game. This is a much more like streamlined, simplified version meant for quick rounds. But the TCG Live one is really great because it allows you to build decks in the game and basically try them out. So like I'll build decks. I have all of my decks that I have in real life in that game, so I can test them out. I can sub cards in and out and like try new things and see what works and what doesn't. So I've been doing a lot of that lately. And they actually have like a desktop app. I don't have to run it through an emulator. Funny enough, my friend Sunny and I used to play that one a long time ago and stopped before this one came out. Oh, yeah, you know, I had tried it once back in the day. They actually had a different one. I forgot what it was called. It was like TCG Online or something, and it was even uglier than the TCG Live version. But then they went to the Live, and I didn't play that one. But when they dropped the TCG Pocket, which is this one, it kind of like reignited that flame of Pokemon in me. And since playing this, that's what led me back into the card game, and I started, you know, collecting cards and battle decks, and now we have Pokemon every 2 weeks. Like, it's weird how that all kind of just like started happening. Oh yeah, Loafman. So I have a couple of cards for you for your battle deck. Whenever you have it in, so you got the Moltres one and the Ninetales one, right? So I've got a couple of cards for that you can use to kind of improve it a little bit. Nothing big. The thing about those deluxe battle decks, so deluxe is like they put these like levels, right? There's level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 are the very basic decks. They're meant to be really easy to play, and they're not very complicated and meant for like beginners. But I feel like you got a really good grasp of the game last time you played, so I don't think a beginner deck is necessarily going to benefit you. And you played with my Zapdos deck that I had, so like you could handle that, and you got a victory with it. So I feel like you were at least definitely intermediate. And And yeah, so like the deluxe battle decks, they're a little bit more expensive. You know, typically they run around $20 a piece. They're meant for like intermediate players. They have slightly more complicated cards. You tend to get more of the EX Pokemon in them, so it's a little more powerful. But they're still not like very competitive. Like you probably couldn't show up to a tournament with that and do very well. Like, you know, in the top 3, you probably wouldn't place. But you know, you probably could come in. I don't know. Let's say you had that deck and you went to that tournament with us. You maybe could have come in like 5th or 6th out of 8. So you would have still gotten the free packs anyway, and it's just fun to play. But those decks aren't necessarily. You're not really necessarily able to upgrade them to a competitive level without completely replacing most of the cards. So, but all that being said, I did set aside a couple of cards for you that'll help make them just slightly better. One of these I actually pulled on stream the other night. It's this Clement's Quick Wit that allows you to heal 60 damage from all of your electric Pokemon. Now, this card is from a set that just came out, so it was not around when that battle deck was printed. So it definitely makes this one little card makes that deck significantly better because you're able to heal. All right, Izzy, you ready for the battle deck? I mean, battle deck. You ready for the battle? If you could type !type in the chat right now, and that'll give us the key for making these random decks. Okay, there it is right there. So that's the key. Whatever, I'm gonna roll 2 dice. So whatever dice numbers you get, you have to auto build a deck based off of those elements. Now, if you roll doubles, you have to do one of those numbers, and the other one you get to choose. So your numbers are 7 and 2. So you have to make a fighting and water deck. And mine are 0 and 7. So I'm doing a normal and fighting. Normal and fighting. So the way that you do that is you go into your decks. And I already have one that I use for randos. Auto deck. You go to edit, remove all, and then auto build, select your 2 elements. So I'm doing fighting and colorless or normal. And without looking at it, you're just going to hit OK and then hit save. We're not going to get too much of an advantage by looking at our deck, okay? And now we must fight. Private match. The password is Spectre. Izzy, when you are ready, let me know. Oop. I got this new keyboard. It's a wireless keyboard, and I really like the design of it, but it's a mechanical keyboard, and I didn't realize that when I bought it. And I find that I make so many typos using this thing. I kind of regret it. Because like you have to like really deliberately type each key, and I feel like I'm kind of like a I don't know what the word is, but like I type in cursive, if that makes sense. So I'm just like rolling into the next word, right? I'm not like deliberately lifting my fingers and clacking. So because of that, I make a lot of mistakes, and sometimes like I hold keys half depressed. And so it causes so many errors. Izzy, you ready to go? I'll just start it and see if you jump in. But yeah, Loafman, I was actually very surprised at how quickly you picked up the game and you were able to like understand it. And I guess the Pokemon trading card game is not as complicated as a lot of card games. But you understood like the mechanics of it right away to the point where you were able to win some rounds, and that was really cool. But the fun of Pokemon is like being able to craft your decks. So you can buy one of the League Battle decks, which are like the level 3 ones, right? They're far more complicated to play. They have a lot more different supporter cards, stadium cards. You usually get 3 or 4 EXs in them. Do you know what the app is called in LD Store? Having a hard time finding it. Okay, so this one is called Pokemon TCG Pocket. So it may not be in the LD Store. You might have to download the Google Play Store as an app and then look through it through your Play Store. The LD Store are just like the sponsored apps for the LD player. But yeah, so those level 3 decks are designed for you to be able to off the shelf purchase a battle deck, and you could probably put it into a local tournament and do pretty well with it. That's what my Charizard deck is. Now I've heavily modified it and updated it to to counter some of the newer metas that have been coming in and out and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty competitive in and of itself. I mean, I was able to take second place with it. But the fun thing about Pokemon that I really enjoy is like over time, you're making changes to your deck, you're adding new things, you're taking things out. You have a different deck that you may buy and like tailor that to a different situation. And it's one thing to just buy the meta deck and just pilot it, right? It's another thing to build the deck yourself tailored to your playstyle. And when you find that playstyle and find how to like tailor things to your playstyle, that's when it becomes really sweet, because you're the only person with that deck, how you have it. And yeah, that's really exciting to do. And sometimes it's like just taking a weird concept for a deck and building everything around that concept. Like, I really love Mewtwo. Mewtwo is my favorite Pokemon, but to be fair, he doesn't have a lot of great cards in the in the TCG game. So building decks out of Mewtwo cards that are actually kind of competitive has been a challenge, but it's been a fun kind of challenge. Man, I'm gonna get killed before I even get this guy leveled up all the way. What does this guy's attack do? During your next turn's Pokemon... Oh, it does plus 40 damage? Shit, okay. What are these stupid Pokemon that it gave me in this auto build? Building is fun. Testing out things that you've built is humbling. Boy, is it. Especially when you play on the TCG Live app with the version with the actual cards. Like, I'll think I'll made a badass deck and I'm like crushing the AI, the computer, but then I take it against like an actual person and these dudes are just so sweaty, just like absolutely dominating. And I'm like, okay, maybe that back to the drawing board. I might need to rethink this deck a little bit. Oh man, he's gonna kill me with this and I can't retreat him. But yeah, and Ghost, you did pretty well in the tournament too, especially being that that was the first time of you playing that deck before. Like, you had just finished building it that day and you were able to like put it in the tournament and you got a couple wins with it. So that's really encouraging. But I'm sure instantly you were like, okay, this is what I like about this deck. This is what I don't like. This is what I need to change. This might be, your brain starts like firing off on all these different strategies and whatnot, and that's super fun. Shit. Okay, I'm in an uphill battle here. This damn Crabominable of disease is taking me out, dude, and it's giving me really stupid Pokemon here. All right, Drill Pecker. Dude, I wish I was fighting for my life like you are against Izzy. Okay, Toucannon. I ain't mad at you. 70 damage for 1 energy. I mean, it's a stage 2, but I haven't really had time to modify anything either, considering. And like I said, I purchased a lot of just like generic trainer cards just to have on hand. So if anybody wants to like modify their decks, I'll have some. Like I bought a bunch of Arvins, the Blood Moon Ursalunas, things like that. Things that can slot into like any deck and make them a little bit better, but it's kind of a pain in the butt having to wait for them to come in the mail. So I ordered a bunch. Man. What am I gonna do here? Bunch of Arvins, rip your wallet. They're not too bad. I think they're like $2 a piece if you get them in heavily played condition or better. So that's the other thing too. If I want to use these cards in the battle deck, I'm not going to buy the near mint condition quality ones. It's not worth it. So I'll just like filter it by like heavily played. And then when you buy in bulk on TCG Player, you tend to save a little bit of money on shipping, because it'll like group all of the cards together by the least amount of vendors. And so you actually save money that way. Crap! Oh boy, oh boy. And that's one thing when it comes to these random decks, is like they really don't give you a lot of like trainer cards to really help you out. No crab. I don't think I have a move here. Oh well, I'm gonna go down swinging. Like if I had a Cyrus card, done. It'd be over. Even the Sabrina would probably be better than anything. Than nothing here. But like these trainers that they gave you were butt. Oh god, and he's got a Blastoise on the bench. Game over, man. Game over. Oof, oof, oof. GG's, Izzy. Okay, that was just a warm-up round. That didn't count, right? Oh, dude, Izzy, I have been playing here and there a little bit. I've been playing some For the King. I actually really like that game. I enjoy it. I read some reviews on For the King 2, and people were saying like the biggest problem with it is it's the difficulty ramps up so fast that you're always like playing from behind, and it kind of feels unfair at times. So I think the first one might be a little bit better or more user-friendly for that, for the casual player. You want to do another one? You want to go again? There's no one else in the battle queue. We can go again. If not, I may just switch over and start doing open up some packs right now anyway. Your call is. Can I call you Is? Or do you prefer E? Or I? Also, y'all, don't forget GG's, and I'll play one more. Okay, you want to do randos again? If you can do exclamation type in the chat. Is works. Okay, here are yours. So your roll is... Looks like a 6 and a 5. So you are lightning and fire. Ooh, interesting combo. And mine are 8 and 2. I am water metal. Water metal. Ooh, interesting. Interesting, interesting. Water metal. All right. Edit. Remove. Auto build. Water metal. I feel like all the metal Pokemon always have like really high energy costs, so it may be screwing me up with this. Oh yeah, and Izzy, for your battle deck, you got one of the level 1 battle decks. You won that in the raffle at the PokeNet that you attended. But I have a couple cards for you as well. So I've got these. Some Tapu Kokos. Right? You got the Tapu Koko deck? Or did you have the other one? Now I'm not sure. Oh, don't worry. These are like 20-cent cards. It's not like they're expensive. Oh god, it gave me the frickin' Alolan Diglets. Ugh, I hate these things. I hate them. That was the right one, right? The Tapu Koko that you got? You didn't get the Iron Leaves one, right? Making sure I have that correct. Okay, so I can potentially have a type advantage here because I've got some water Pokemon. This may work out in my favor. I'm also not streaming on TikTok tonight because I've found that you can't drink while you're streaming on TikTok. You will get delisted. I don't think they'll like ban my live, but whenever they label your content as like adult oriented content, then you will not pop up on For You pages. Okay, all right, here we go. Now we're in business. Now we're in business. Getting a lot of water Pokemon. I need some water energy, though. Speaking of spam. You got that, Ghost, or you want me to get it? Sometimes I wonder, like, how cheap those viewers actually are on Stream Boo. Are they really that cheap? Alright, what is this Doug Trio? Dude, this Doug Trio is the ugliest fucking card in the world. Look at this. Ugh. Flip a coin until you get heads. This attack does 70 damage for each heads. So I have to at least get one heads on the flip. Come on, heads. Let's go. I actually don't know how to mod this stuff. How do I ban? How do I ban? Ban. There we go.
That's it. You're banned.
We ban you! You are banned!
You're banned!
You're banned!
You're banned!
Oh god, weakness to fire? Shit. Oof, size large. Okay. Alright, if I get one more heads, come on, heads. Otherwise, I'm dying on this next round. Shit. Ah, man. That's what makes it so hard to, like, build a deck around, is coin flips. When they go your way, you feel on top of the world, but I feel like this game always screws me on coin flips. Time to jig that loaf. I'm gonna jig this loaf right now. I'm gonna loaf it all over him. Watch this. One hitter quitter here, baby. And hiya! Take that weakness. Oh shit, but now I'm weak against him. No, not the Palmot. Oh no. I need to get this guy out of here. I hope I have a leaf card or something in here I can switch. What's this guy weak to? Electric. God, they're all weak to electric. Let's see if this does anything for me. Ugh, another freaking Doug trio. Okay. What is the move? What is the move? Let's retreat him. And we're going to put the Dialga in. Alright, let's see how this goes. As long as he doesn't have like a Sabrina... Well, I guess a Sabrina would be okay. As long as he doesn't have a Cyrus, I'll be okay. Loafman, what did you guys play last night? Were you playing Jackbox or Rift Tracks? Alright, sweet. Got some energy here. Question is, what do I put it on? Let's put it on... I guess this guy? Oh, counterattack on the Palmat. Ooh, that's handy. So you reflect 20 damage. That's interesting. Jackbox last night didn't make it to Rift Track. Sadly, everyone had to bail. Dang. Yeah, Wednesdays are a little, like... I understand, it's in the middle of the week. And I saw that someone had said in that group chat that they weren't feeling well. They were feeling sick. That makes sense. Shit. This is just an arms race. And I don't have enough arms. What can I do here? What can I do here? Let's retreat. We'll put him in. I'm really just buying time at this point. I need to get somebody powered up that I can do 120 damage to. And I don't think that's possible. I need 3 water energies to do that. 100 here. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be rough. Oh. Crap. I think I'm cooked. Chat, we're cooked. We're cooked, chat. Nothing. Nothing. I got nothing. Man, Izzy, twice in a row, you whooped my ass. I think sometimes that becomes the difficult part about doing random decks, is when it gave me all these EX cards, you think, oh, that's really powerful, right? But without the energy to actually utilize their attacks, it's very, very difficult. GG's, dude. All right, let's do some Pokemon cards. Let's open some real packs. Let's see what we get. What do you think, gang? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me get my camera in place. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my wallpaper there. I put that on there when I was streaming Dead by Daylight, but it was a cool picture, so I just kept it up. All right, so we're gonna start with some of these Pokemon tins. Whoa, that's really red. Does this look really red to anybody else? Or is that just me? There we go. A little better. So these Pokemon tins, you can find them out in the wild sometimes. I would say don't pay more than like $11 for them. They usually contain 2 TCG booster packs. Sometimes they're random. This one has the Shrouded Fable packs in there. And I get 1 sticker sheet and an art card. The art cards are kind of weird. I like the ones that come with coins. because I like coins. I'm kind of a coin goblin. So here's the art card. Here, let me focus the camera a little bit. Okie dokie. Retainer Pokemon. He's 5'11". Good lord. That's creepy. Can you imagine just like walking down the street and there's a 5'11" giant kung fu dog just like walking down the street with you? Okie dokie is a ruffian with a short temper. It can pulverize anything by swinging around the chain on its neck. And if you can see on the top here, it's one of like several in the set, and you can combine them into like a mural. But it's so hard to get your hands on Pokemon cards that nobody will ever get that. And then you get a sticker. Nice, nice sticker. And 2 packs. And what's really cool is these mini tins are great. In fact, let me show you something. So I found online a really cool blueprint for a 3D printing design for inserts for the mini tins that hold all your little damage counters and then your dice, your condition markers, and your coins. And Ghost printed them out for us, and yeah, so I can have them and pull them out and have my little holders here, and I sit it next to my deck when I'm battling, and super cool. Because I just had them all in like just a big pile before, but like this is like super convenient, and it gives you something to do with your little mini tins. So yeah, I have my little Mewtwo mini tin set. And you know what I was thinking, Ghost? So they had, do you remember at the local card shop, they had that little shelf where they had like arts and crafts that people had made, and I got a little Mew keychain. What if you had some of those printed out and like painted really nice, you know, good colors and everything? What if you like sold them there? Little mini tin inserts. I wonder like what the rules are for that. It seemed like all they had were just like their Venmo QR code where people were just like can Venmo them. I'd be interested to see if like anybody had an appetite for purchasing that kind of stuff locally. All right, so we're starting off with a basic grass energy or leaf energy. I say grass, and I don't know why, and I think it's because in the game they call them grass type Pokemon, but that's not grass, that's leaf. That's a leaf. So leaf energy. We've got the Varoom. So Shrouded Fable is a set that a lot of people in the collector community have kind of shit all over, right? They're like, oh, there's no good hits, blah, 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 blah. It's a weak set. And that's why that's the only thing you find on the shelf sometimes. I'd have to check. The print was on Thingiverse, so it's free, but I don't know if there's extra stuff since they modeled it. Oh, what do you mean? Like you got to pay royalties to the to the designer? Oh, I know, the cute Eevee. That is a good Eevee. I don't think so. I mean, I see a lot of those kind of things on Etsy where people are selling like mini tin inserts. So I don't see an issue with it, but I don't know. Maybe there is something on there. Ooh, Yveltal. I have not seen this card before. Corrosive Winds and Destructive Beam. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh, that's handy. Yeah, but just because people are selling it doesn't mean do it. Okay, good point, good point, good point. No, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Everybody's side eye red bubble. Cassiopeia. Oh my gosh. They dropped these on the Pokemon Center. You can kind of see she's wearing it right now, but she has an Eevee backpack. On Pokemon Center, they dropped real Eevee backpacks, and they sold out quick. People scooped those things up. They wanted the penny backpacks. Ooh, Kuparaja Reverse Hollow. Massive body. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any stadium cards from their hand. Ooh, that's handy. Nasal Lariat. You may do 100 more damage. If you do, during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Oh, so you can choose whether or not you want to do an extra 100 damage. That's interesting. It's just a high energy cost. Hey, baby, want to come back to my place and check out my massive body? Oop, I'm waiting for Nate call. Okay. Say what up with your butt up to Nate. Sneasel, Reverse Hollow. Ooh, that's a good one. I love whenever the Reverse Hollows have a pattern in them, like this one does. I don't like when they're just, like, hard to see, but this one's cool. And the last card. Guys, we got a hit. We got a hit in this. Oh, Colress's Tenacity. We have the SIR, the Special Illustrated Rare. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Search your deck for a stadium card and an energy card, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So I don't know if you guys can see this well on the camera, but the SIR, the Special Illustrated Rares, are some of like the more, I guess, valuable cards in the sets. But if you look very closely, there's a texture on them. Let me see if I can get that to like read on camera. There's a texture on them that almost like looks like a fingerprint. And you can feel it. Like if I rub my finger on it, I can feel that. Super, super cool. That is either a handsome non-binary person or a man who kisses men. I love them either way. Yeah, we do not judge. That's super cool. Is that their hair, or are they wearing like a halo hat? That's their hair. I don't know. There's a lot of like weird things when it comes to like anime hair. Anime hair is in a physics category all its own. Anime hair makes no sense. Quick question. Did you all get disconnected from the stream for like 2 seconds right there? I got a weird notification that the connection dropped. But let me know if it lost and if it came back. Let me get my little sleeves out. Nope, still here. Unfortunately for you. And I always sleeve all my hollows too. Even if they're not worth much. And you know what? I can actually look up the price of this. So this is the Colress's Tenacity. The easiest way to look up the card is by the serial number on the bottom of it. So 87 out of 64. So this is what you would call a secret rare. So 64 refers to how many cards are in this set. The SFA, that's shorthand for Shrouded Fable, which is the packs that these are from. So in the Shrouded Fable set, there are 64 cards. This is number 87. That means that it's outside of the normal range of the card, meaning it's a secret rare. The 2 stars indicate that it's a the rarity, so that's pretty good. Let's look it up. So I usually just plug it into. Let me open a window here. It's a TCG Player. So TCG Player is a really great online website. It's actually where I order all of my single cards from, because you can find them for super cheap. Now the problem is, if you're buying 1 or 2 cards at a time, they tend to get really expensive because you pay more for shipping than you do for the actual card. Like Arven. Arven is a very useful card in the TCG game. But like, yeah, so like near mint, $1.22, but it's $1.31 for shipping. Now you can get like this is a near mint reverse hollow foil, so it's a little more expensive and blah 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 blah. But that's why it's better to just like get a few of them at a time. And there's a really great feature on this site where when you go to the cart that you can optimize your cart. and it groups cards together by sellers so that it's the least amount of shipping. So that's when it's important to like get more than one card. But let's look this up. This is Cole Ress's Tenacity 087. Okay, so we're looking at it right here. The market price, this is what we're looking at. $4.73 is what this card is worth. So that means we are $4.73 closer to retirement, baby. Almost there. We're halfway there. Unfortunately, that means I gotta go to work on Monday, so I can't retire just yet. And usually what I do with my my full art card or illustrated rares is I put them in the special black sleeves. And then they go into a top loader, which are the harder plastic little cases here. And I put those in my binder. So they're extra protected, so that if I do end up wanting to sell them at some point, they're in good condition to do so. All right, not bad. We got a good hit on our very first pack of the night. That's good luck, guys. You guys are good luck for me. All right, pack of number 2. But I feel like the nature of the universe says that because we got a hit on the first pack, the rest of them will not have hits in them. I consider a hit to be... Now, people have different definitions of what a hit is, right? I like to think of a hit as being an EX card, an illustrated rare, or, of course, a special illustrated rare, or a reverse holo version of a viable TCG game card. So like a card that you would use a lot in the TCG game. If it's a holo version of it, the chances are I can put that into my deck, and it's kind of a flex when you're playing with a battle deck with holo foils. All right, we got the Axe You. Let me ask you a question. Oh, speaking of ask you, a question, exclamation QOD or QOTD in the chat will prompt you with today's question of the day. Golbat. I think I'm missing a few Golbats from my Gen 1 binder, so that'll be added to that. Meowth. Oh, this is a good Meowth card. I love the art on this Meowth card. He's just chilling on this little wall here, hanging out. Just a cool little guy. Cool little cat guy. Zubat. Got a bunch of these Zubats. Sylveon, who some may say is the sexiest of all the evolutions. Maybe the sexiest, but I do think that Vaporeon is the most fuckable. Malamar. So Malamar always reminds me of, do you remember Malomar? It was like a candy. I'm gonna have to Google image search it so that you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know if they still make Malomars. Okay, so this is a Malomar. It's like a little cookie with like a marshmallow on top of it and covered in chocolate. So that is a Malomar. I don't think I've ever had one, but I remember like seeing commercials for them. And it looks like it's dark chocolate. I don't really like dark chocolate. It's too bitter for me. But yeah, Malomars. That's what I think of when I see that Pokemon, Malomar. Random tangent there. All right, Malomar. Janine's Secret Art. I've seen this card used in battles before. People have used them against me. Choose up to 2 of your Darkness Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a basic dark energy and attach it to that Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. If you attach energy to your active Pokemon in this way, it is now poisoned. Ooh, poisoned. Ooh, reverse holo Hypno. Very cool for a Gen 1 Pokemon for sure. Fracture evolves from the Axew. Axew Fracture, and then what is it? Stage 2? I forget what it is. Unnerve. Whenever your opponent plays an item or supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to this Pokemon. And the last one is another Cooperajah. So we got the reverse holo Cooperajah and the regular holo Cooperajah. Very cool. It's a matching set. All right, let's sleeve these bad boys. Sleeve them up. And look, the cards are like semi-bent. That's the thing about these mini tins is they don't actually like protect the cards very well. Like they're slightly too small, I think, for the cards. They get a little warped in there. Although I do think that like card warping is it's a byproduct of humidity more than it is of like actual like physical bending. But you can get them back to regular straight condition. Usually you just like, what a lot of people do is they'll just like put them out like this and then put them between like some heavy books, like a dictionary or something, and then make sure it's in a cool, dry place and it'll reset to normal. All right, so that is the Shrouded Fable Mini Tin. Not too bad. That hit of the Colress's Tenacity is super cool. Super, super cool. Okay, next up, we have one of these guys. So I got these at Best Buy, actually. They dropped them online. And but they were only available for in-store pickup, so they wouldn't ship to my house. So I had to like go into the store and pick them up. But it was a good deal on them. I think they were like $10. And I got like 2 of them, I think. But it's very rare that they'll drop on Best Buy and last for more than an hour. You just gotta be quick with those online drops. But this is a really cool tin because it's got the Pikachu on it, of course, and it's like, what's the opposite of embossed? Embossed is like dented inward, right? What is when it's outward? I forget. But it also has the Magnemite and the Chansey. So the Pikachu is like sticking out, and so is the Pokemon logo. I always forget what the term is. Ooh, this one came with a coin. Sweet.
It's Pikachu! It's Pikachu!
So we got the Pikachu coin. Look, you can see the reflection of my camera in it. Let's see if I can get it like in focus. That's super cool. So the Pikachu art card. Pikachu, number 25, mouse Pokemon. He is 1 foot 4 inches. Whenever Pikachu comes across something new, it blasts it with a jolt of electricity. If you come across a blackened berry, it's evidence that this Pokemon mistook the intensity of its charge. Very, very cool. Put that art card aside. Got the Pikachu coin. And in here, we actually have some older packs. So they are from the Sword and Shield era, which was the previous era. I think it started in 2020, I believe. So we have Silver Tempest and Astral Radiance. So none of the cards from these sets are considered legal in tournament play. But there are still some cool cards that you can collect in them. And then when we like have Poké Night at the house, we're not playing with like tournament legal decks, right? So people use older cards and stuff like that. It's what's called expanded format. And basically anything's permissible. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. Alrighty, here we go. Starting with the water energy. The Drifblim. So the Drifloon in the current Scarlet Violet era is a really, really, really great Pokemon. I use it in my Gardevoir deck because it can do some heavy damage if you move damage counters onto it. Its attack goes up in damage. Dark Patch. Attach a basic darkness energy from your discard pile to one of your benched darkness Pokemon. Very handy. Pillow-Swine. Togepi. Oh, I love Togepi. Very cute. And it's funny, like in the anime, like the Togepi was always crying. I remember like it just constantly crying. And I think I asked this once, and I don't remember if I got an answer or not, but does the Togepi in the show ever evolve? Or is it just a Togepi forever? Magnemite. Very cool. Routes. The Curlia that this evolves to in the Sword and Shield era is super OP. It has a really great ability that lets you discard one card from your hand to draw 2 cards from your deck. And it's a free ability to use, so it was like very, very, very handy. Any cards that allow you to draw cards from your deck are like priceless in the TCG world. Oh, guys, we have a hit. We have another hit. We have... Oh, shit! Shadow Rider Calyrex V full art card. Look at this. Whoa. And who's this guy? Who's the dude? USA! 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 Wow, look at that. Shadow Mist. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any special energy or stadium cards from their hand. An Astral Barrage. Choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon and put 5 damage counters on each of them. So 50 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon that you choose 2 of. Wow, look at that. That is pretty. It's like a little psychic horse. And then the last card in this pack is the Thievul. Not as climactic as the other one, but let's do a price check on this. Let me look this one up. Shadow Rider Calyrex V. That's a mouthful. Shadow Rider Calyrex V. And this, what is the number on it? This is TG17. Let's see. Let's do a search. So this looks like this one, Trainer Gallery. Yep, that's the one. So looks like the market value of it is $5.48. I mean, sorry, $7.48. Not too bad. Not too bad. That is a good one. Really, really, really pretty art, though. They're like in... It looks like they're inside of like a glacier. I don't know if you can really tell that in the picture. Where's the focus on this camera? Focus. Very cool. I actually really, really, really like some of these Sword and Shield era full art cards. Because I like the black border on them. I don't know, they look really, really cool. I like them a little bit better than the EX cards of the current generation. All right, well, you know what that means since we got a hit. it goes in a top loader. So we'll put this bad boy in the sleeve. Move it on over here. And it goes in a top loader case. All right. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. I wonder who that guy is. Anybody know? It looks like he's lost or something. He's like trying to look at a map. Ghost usually knows a lot about the Pokemon lore that I don't know. All right. And the second pack from this mini tin set. Hey Izzy, question. How late are you staying up tonight? And also, what time zone are you in? Are you still in the same time zone? Or are you an hour ahead? Alright, so for this pack, we have the energy card. Regenerative energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. Whenever you play a Pokemon from your hand to evolve the Pokemon V this card is attached to, heal 100 damage from that Pokemon. Oh, okay. So, I guess if you're evolving Pokemon from your hand to evolve the Pokemon V this card is attached to, so it would only heal 100 damage if you were evolving it from a V star, which is like the extra evolution from this era. Unidentified fossil. And lots of trainer cards in here. V Guard Energy. Hi, I'm back. What did you find? So I found this. The Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Do you know who this guy is with the Calyrex? Or is that the guy's name? Isn't it pretty? It's worth $7.48, baby. No clue, but they're dressed in Crown Tundra stuff. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Litten. Oh, he looks scared. A little scared kitty. That's not good. Petalil. Patilil. Ah, it's another hard one to pronounce. That's Moira when we come over. Yeah, but you know what? She's gotten used to everybody coming over, so she's been more brave lately, and she'll come out and hang and say hi to everybody. She may not like want a lot of attention, but she just likes to kind of see what everybody's doing. Archie is so like over it. He's not scared of people anymore because he knows that somebody may leave the bathroom door open and he'll get in there and eat toilet paper.
It's Pikachu!
That is a Pikachu. I do not have this Pikachu. So we have Pikachu. We've got the Tandemaus in the back. Not Tandemaus. Shoot, what's his name? This guy. And the Togedemaru. Dedenne. Yeah, there you go. Dedenne. So they're all just like little electric mice. And Pikachu is the cutest of them all. This is a fun card. Yeah, I do not have this card. This is cool. This is a first. This might make it into my Gen 1 binder. Chinchou. Very cute. It would be an awesome. I think so too. Ooh, Rapidash. Yes. I love a good Rapidash card. Heat Boost. Once during your turn, you may discard Fire Energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. During this turn, your Fire Pokemon's attack do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Super cool. She's about to kick some ass. Yeah, so if you had 3 energy on it, you discarded 1, then this attack would do 90 damage. Still not a whole lot, but I feel like if it was that, but this energy cost was only 1, then that would be a really, really good card. But as is, it's not great because 3 energy. And one thing that I've noticed a lot about like Pokemon in general is like a lot of the fire Pokemon tend to have high energy costs. Now they tend to hit kind of harder, but it's usually harder to get energy on them. There's not a lot of energy acceleration for fire Pokemon. A lot of building and not a lot of payoff, especially because it's only got 100 HP. So this thing is a, yeah, it's a glass house ready to shatter. Like, and then you're like left with the difficult decision is like, do I even invest in this? Because it's a stage 1, so you've got to evolve it from a Ponyta and put at least 3 energy on it for it to do 90 damage, so not even 100. It's kind of it's an expensive, so low level wizard deity. Exactly. But you know what? Those high level wizards though are just decimating the battlefield. All right, next we have another one of these. So these series, I think, is like, they call them like Paldean Friends is the series that of tins that this is from. So it's got 2 Sword and Shield era packs in it. Very cute Eevee tin. Izzy, let me know if you're still there, because I have a question for you. Hey, we got another Pikachu coin.
It's Pikachu! It's Pikachu!
So, would you and Ghost be interested? Well, first off, how late are you guys staying up tonight? What are your time zones? How late are you staying up? Because, would you be interested in maybe doing some for the king for a little bit here in a second? A little bit? A little while? I might cut the stream a little early tonight. All right, Ghost is in. Or are you watching the NBA playoffs, Izzy? Let me check my agenda for tomorrow. Okay. So I've got some extra tins now in case you want to make some extra inserts, Ghost, if you want any. I have a few empty tins, so these are the empty ones I have. I've got the Eevee, the Pikachu, a mouse hold, the Okidogi, and a Jolteon. So those are the empty tins that I have. I kind of like the Pikachu one. I may not part with that one, but the other ones, if you want one. I think you have a Jolteon one already, right? I do, yeah. That's my current holder. Okay. All right, so this is a Silver Tempest pack. So again, from the Sword and Shield era. And this one was released. When was this card released? This pack released? 2022. And they have announced, they have said officially that the but I could summon up a trade for some sort of that for that Eevee tin. Okay, the Eevee tin. All right, let's talk. We'll talk. We'll make a deal. Let's make a deal. So they have announced that the Scarlet Violet era, which is the current era that we're in, I think it started like at the end of 2023, 2024, 2025, is going to be coming to an end, I believe, in September. I probably got an hour and a half in me. Okay, cool. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to do these packs, maybe one more pack, and then we can do a little bit of gaming. Surprising no one. The femme presenting person wants the Eevee. I mean, I want an Eevee too. I like Eevees. Here's the question, though. If you had an Eevee, what would you evolve it into? Or would you not evolve it? Dragonair. Ponyta. Fair. That's an overgeneralization. Venonat. Ooh, we're getting lots of Gen 1s. Interesting. And I think I don't have a Venonat yet. I have to double check. Dupider. Girls go to Dupider to get more stupider. Spinda. Ooh, I've never seen a Spinda before. It just looks like a really drunk Pikachu. He's just like, oh god, I had too much to drink. Oh god, hold my hair. It's a Spot Panda Pokemon is what it's called. Dupider, I hardly knew Pitter. You're still in my bit. Phoebus. That's tough because I like quite a few evolutions. I know it's... Ooh, Reverse Hollow Venonat. That's going into my Gen 1 binder for sure. Because I know I don't have a Reverse Hollow Venonat in there. Verizon. It's a Virizion, but I like to call it Verizon. Is this what the Iron Leafs is? Product placement as fuck. I know, right? Today's stream brought to you by Verizon. You can save 20% or more from your cell phone carrier by switching to Verizon. And if you bundle with a family plan today, they'll throw in a free iPhone 15 whatever. I don't know what the current 15 plus at no extra fee. Switch now or forever hold your peace. Here's a question for you, Izzy. As the person who I know who has been to the most weddings, when they do that thing where they're like, if anybody objects to this union, speak now or forever hold your peace. Have you ever heard anybody object? Because, like, damn, can you imagine? Because that person would have been invited to the wedding. So somebody invited that person to the wedding only for them to object to the marriage. I'd either keep the Eevee or cave for the fucking rad Jolteon. Hell yeah. I do think Jolteon is kind of the raddest. I would probably pick Jolteon too. You know, no one really does that part anymore. Maybe for a reason. Do they really not do that? That's omitted from the ritual. I wonder why they don't want to run the risk of it. Of somebody saying I object. Or it's like The Graduate where someone's like banging on the window. Mrs. Robinson! Mrs. Robinson! 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. So with Scarlet Violet cards, you want to shuffle the back 4 to the front. So that when you turn it over, the first thing you see is the energy, and it puts the rare card at the very back. Pillow Swine. For Scarlet Violet era cards, it's just 1 to the front. Super effective glasses. Hell yeah, baby. Any sunglasses that I wear are super effective because they block the sun out. Bronzog. Bronzog. It sounds like a Viking phrase. Bronzog. You know, oh wait, sorry, I already read that part. I would love to go to a wedding and hear somebody object to the marriage. How crazy would that freaking be? Oh my god, the drama. Routes. Another Routes. Another Sneasel. Sneasel! Misdreavus. Misdreavus kind of has a little bit of a weird design. Shaman. Oh, where's Pete? This is his. A Shaman boy. Encouraging gift. You can use this attack only if you go second and only during the first turn. Search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Very, very specific, but being able to choose any 3 cards is kind of worth that gamble. Pete likes shaving, so bisexual of him. I'll make sure to tell him that next time I see him. So yeah, I guess if you go second and say you get like a nest ball or something that allows you to look for a basic Pokemon, absolutely search out the Shaman, because you can get any 3 Pokemon. And it doesn't say they have to be basic Pokemon. Oh, it's not even Pokemon. Any 3 cards. So any 3 cards? Oof, that's actually kind of powerful. And another Thievul. I like that it's like a burglar fox. All right, gang. Let's do one last pack, and we will call this a night. We're going to go to the modern era. We're going to go take a little journey together. Journey together. We're journeys is together in tandem. Last pack of the night. Let's get some magic here. Last pack magic. Come on, baby. I really don't want to have to go to work on Monday. Give me something I can retire with. Which is funny because there's not actually a card in this set that is worth that much. They've actually been coming down in value, and that's very typical of like a hype market kind of thing. So once the set came out, scalpers bought everything up and inflated the price like crazy, and then they found that people weren't paying those prices, so those prices have been coming down. Like I think the chase card, the big chase card of this set was the Lily's Clefairy, the illustrated, the special illustrated rare, and I think it was like at one point like $300 or $400. Now it's like $100. Still a lot of money, but it's fallen that much in a month's time. Drampa. Drampa. What up, Schmitty? How you doing, bud? Welcome back. Durant. Doing a Journey Together pack now. Ooh, more Grim. I'm very, very excited for my my Grimmsnarl deck that's coming in, my Grimmsnarl battle tech. It's part of the Marnie's, it's like Marnie's Grimmsnarl, but I've been reading up on it and it looks really, really cool, so I'm excited for it. And I don't have a Darkness deck, so that's going to be cool. Ooh, a Lily's Pearl. Awesome. I love these cards, especially if you're running a Lily's Clefairy. They are almost essential in every deck that you run with that. Morgrim's so cool, I'd be scared to pass at the wall. He's pretty cool. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's a little impish dude. He's devious. They'd for sure be in Spencer's in Hot Topic. Bennett. Pangoro. I feel like you gotta say it like that. Pangoro. Ooh, the reverse hollow Butterfree. So I've actually been seeing some interesting decks running this Butterfree. So if you look at this, so 1 energy, flip 4 coins. This attack does 60 damage for each heads. If at least 2 of them are heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So potentially you could do 180 damage and paralyze your opponent. But paralysis is actually a really underrated condition in Pokemon TCG. I feel like a lot of cards now don't use it a lot. But if you can basically stun one of the... That seems like 240 damage, but I'm no mather. Oh, did I do it wrong? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yes, 240 damage. Yes, sorry. 120 times 2. Yes. Sorry, Izzy. I was not a math major. I was a film major, so math was not my strong point. That's why.
Want to join us?
Rain Hunter, thank you so much for following. Right when I looked like an idiot for doing my math wrong. When we were playing in that TCG tournament on Sunday, on one side of me I had my damage counters, all that kind of stuff. On the other side of me, I had my phone with the calculator app pulled up so I could do my math calculations. Because there's a lot of like mathing, especially when you start putting on like tools that add extra energy, or you have to, you know, like my Charizard, it does more damage based on the number of prizes that my opponent's taken, times 30 plus 180 plus the 50 for the Defiance band. So like it gets a lot of math you gotta do. I feel like the Pokemon TCG game was just created as a way to get kids interested in math. To learn arithmetic. Ooh, Swovet Reverse Hollow. Look at that cute guy. Got a mouthful of nuts.
Got him! Got him!
And last but not least, the last card of the stream is Noivern. He's like a creepy bat. Soundwave Pokemon. Alright, gang, we got some cool stuff tonight. We opened a few Sword and Shield era card packs, a couple of Scarlet Violets. Overall, some cool stuff in the journey together. So let's go over a recap of the hits of the night before we end the stream. And I'm ending it a little bit early tonight, but yeah. Let's do this. So all of the holos that we pulled tonight were the Venonat, the reverse holo Venonat. That's going to go straight to my Gen 1 binder. Bat Dragon. Dragon D's nuts.
Got him! Got him!
Squovent reverse holo. The Noivern. Shaman reverse holo. I actually really like this one. Rapidash holo foil. Definitely like this card. This will probably go in my Gen 1 binder, although I don't know how much room I have left for Rapidashes. Rapidai? What's the plural of Rapidash? Is it Rapidashes? Rapidashers. Rapidai. Kuparaja reverse holo. We have the Sneasel reverse holo. Rapidashalongs? What do you call a group of horses? Is it a herd? Rapid herd? The reverse holo Butterfree. This one may go in my Gen 1 binder as well. Chinchou. I really like the Scarlet Violet era Herd Padash. Oh, very good. Very good. I like that. I like the Scarlet Violet, I'm sorry, the Sword and Shield era reverse holos because they have this really cool ribbon design on them. It's awesome. I love it. This is the regular holo Kuparaja. The Fracture reverse holo. And this one kind of has, you know, a pattern going on, but I like the ones that have a pattern and not just like this miscellaneous kind of holo stuff in the background. And the reverse holo Hypno, which may or may not go into my Gen 1 binder. I don't remember if I have this one or not in there. The two big hits of the night, we have the Colress's Tenacity Special Illustrated Rare. Did I say Hypno? Yes, he's a Hypno. A Hypnotoad. And my personal favorite of the night, the Shadow Rider Calyrex V. This is a cool card. Very, very pretty. All glory to the Hypnotoad. That's my Hypnotoad sound. I don't know how it sounds on your end. Does that sound like the Hypnotoad? It went great. I just spit all over my mic, so I gotta like dry it off. All right, gang. It has been hella fun. Thank you for hanging out. I had a great time. Remember, we stream every Tuesday night and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central. You can catch us again doing some more Pokemon, where the battle queue will be open in the first part of the stream, where we do some Pokemon TCG Pocket, and then we come over and do some Pokemon Pack openings. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for joining. I love all of you. By the code, so long and lonely too. When you don't know. Remember that song? Red Hot Chili Peppers? Yeah, nobody remembers that song. Anyway, gang, let's send a raid out to Wonderless Wonderland, who is playing some Repo. Very fun game. But yeah, I will talk to you all later. So long, fuckers. Have a great night. Bye.
Okay.
I killed him with my corpse. Okay.
Oh
Round
my
2.
god, Spectre! Thank you for the raid. Hello. Yeah.
I love how I was just trying to, get zappy zapped and I somehow killed you.